It's Saturday, the stadium lights are bright, the crowd's roaring, then your phone buzzes. One text, he got ejected. 2 minutes later, they took him away. Your stomach drops. You feel like everything that makes the weekend yours has just fractured. You read a text that says, they took him. Total gut punch. Okay, here's what to do first. Welcome to Danny's Den, and today we will dive into the issues of the day regarding love, parenting, sports, and/or pop culture. Let's chat. In the next 10 minutes, I'll give you immediate legal must-dos, short sideline and at-home scripts, what really matters for custody or school hearings, and a tiny music trick to help everyone breathe again. First, breathe. I mean that literally. A slow breath helps you think in a crisis. Your next moves should be deliberate, not reactive. If police are at the events, note where they took your teen and who spoke to them, coach, school resource officer, or a patrol officer. Ask the officer for a contact or report number. If anyone gives you paperwork, get a copy or note where to pick it up. Write down times, places, and names while it's fresh. Quick legal map. Under the juvenile age in your state, cases usually go through juvenile court, more focused on rehabilitation and usually with sealed records. If your teen is over the juvenile threshold or the allegation is serious, adult processing is possible, and that affects records and bail. If you're unsure which applies, call a local attorney or the juvenile probation office to confirm. Don't guess. When do you need a lawyer? If there's an arrest or formal charge, call one right away. If it's an ejection or school discipline with no criminal charge, start by documenting and asking for evidence. But consider a consult if you worry it could affect custody or lead to suspension. A short call can change how you proceed. I hear parents say, but what if it's just a suspension? Good question. Even then, document everything and request the evidence. Suspensions can ripple into school records and custody disputes, so keep a paper trail and consult counsel if anything feels like more than a single mistake. Resist the urge to blow up the coach's phone at 2 a.m. And please, no social media defenses. Those posts become evidence faster than we expect. Call the school office during business hours, ask for incident reports, and formally request any camera footage. If there are witnesses, other parents, officials, or teammates, politely collect names and contact info. A couple of witness statements can change the narrative later. And if law enforcement spoke to someone on site, note the officer's name and badge number. On the sideline when things are heated, short sentences and a low voice win. Try, we're leaving now. I'm taking my child home. We'll cooperate with school or police later. That removes your kid, signals cooperation, and avoids arguing. If asked for a statement, say, I'd like to speak to counsel before giving a statement. Simple, respectful, protective. At home in the first 24 hours, separate your teen from younger siblings for a short de-escalation, not punishment, just space to breathe. Ask one short question. Tell me what happened in your words. Then listen. Write down their account verbatim as best you can. Those notes are invaluable. For school discipline, request copies of incident reports, video, and witness statements. Ask for the timeline to appeal and how to access evidence. Then gather your own supporting items, attendance records, coach or teacher notes, proof of extracurricular involvement. Courts look for patterns, so show stability, not just one reaction to a single event. Preserve electronic evidence, screenshot text or social post about the incident, save video files, and note timestamps. If a coach or official texted, keep it. These small preserves take minutes and can be crucial later. For sibling conversations, tailor your words. With younger kids, your sibling made a mistake and we're handling it. You're safe and loved. With teens, this is serious, but we'll sort it together. Tell me honestly what you need. Keep it private and dignified. Avoid public shaming. Now, rebuilding rituals, because games are how families connect. Start small. Reintroduce the routine with a clear, short expectation and a tiny shared action before the first post-incident game. Real-life moment.
I remember a dad who handed his teen $1 and said, "Snack picks on you." That dollar and responsibility turned a tense car ride into a tiny teen moment. It wasn't dramatic. It was a bridge back. Small, accountable tasks like that work. If your family's an Eagles Sundays household, avoid turning the first post-incident game into exile. Instead, give your teen a pre-game responsibility. Lead a 2-minute check-in where everyone says one thing they'll do to keep the day positive. Accountability, not ostracism.
Quick checklist you can say to yourself or save in your phone. 1. Get names, badge numbers, and incident report IDs. 2. Preserve video and screenshots. 3. Write down your child's account verbatim. Then consult counsel if there's an arrest or charge. Those 3 moves buy you control. A short de-escalation line at home that actually works. I hear you. We'll respond, not react. Tell me what you need to feel safe right now. It validates feelings and slows the room so reasoning can return. For a music reset, pick one familiar upbeat song. Nothing preachy. Play it quietly after the first check-in. Ask everyone to name one thing they appreciate about being a family. That short shared ritual pulls attention away from blame and toward connection. Will this show up in custody court? Usually a single youthful mistake won't, especially if you document a calm, cooperative response and ongoing engagement in school and activities. Courts focus on safety and stability. Your record of how you handled this matters more than the mistake itself. Recap fast. Document everything. Preserve video and texts. Use short, calm scripts on the sideline and at home. Ask for school evidence and rebuild rituals with tiny accountable steps. If there's a charge or emergency, call local authorities or get legal counsel. This episode is practical guidance, not a substitute for professional advice. If this helped you feel steadier, subscribe to Danny's Den so you don't miss future episodes on law, parenting, and sports culture. And if you have a specific legal issue you want help with, send me a direct message or email Danielle@thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation. Let's keep game days about connection, not crisis. Let's chat. Thanks for listening to Danny's Den. I'll be back next week with more practical takes on love, law, sports, and the small things that hold families together. Take care out there.